Hello and welcome to episode 19 of Two Bros in a Pod, the Christmas special. Wyatt, how you doing?
Yes. Fantabulous. It's Christmas time, baby. Yeah.
You got the hat on, it's jingling, it's Christmas time.
It's Christmas time.
Yeah, so for those of you that aren't watching this on YouTube, we'll kind of describe it for you. So I came on today and I have this big hunter Bucks hat on. I got my Mickey Disney Christmas shirt, and then I gotta go even farther back for this. But let's see. I'll move the
pants
mic out of the way. Yep,
You got the pants.
got the pants.
Yes.
Mickey's.
Yes. Good.
Yeah.
So for me, as I think a fair amount know through my Instagram, I do my yearly holiday photos on Christmas Day, and I'm not going to share that with you guys yet, so you have to see that on Instagram. But impromptu put together some Christmas stuff. I got my mom's elf hat, I got my sister's hot cocoa and chill, and I got my brother's glowing suit jacket here. So I thought it was good. And I'm not as cool. I got jeans on tonight, but
Wow.
I'm at home. I got the cool scenery back here. I got our white Christmas tree. I got a cow painting with the chicken. I'm sure you'll see Hank the Tank come on here pretty soon. As he normally is coming and trying to love on me a little bit. He's always near me and close to me every time I'm home. So for those that don't know, that's my big Saint Bernard Black Lab mixed dog that lives here. But this is my fit for tonight or today, because it's a Christmas special.
It worked out perfectly. Yeah.
That's right.
I mean, what's it like being at home recording a podcast for the first time?
It was as may have already expected. It was kind of already thrown. It was pretty much thrown together. Yeah, we made it work. We had the scenery fit perfect. Got my sister's ring light, so that's great. Brought my mic with me. Brought the laptop with me. Perfect. Got the earbuds. But yeah, no, it was a little bit thrown together. We just got done with a little Christmas stuff here too, so just trying to fit everything in as much as I can.
We're making it happen.
That's right. We're doing it all for you guys, the mountain faces out there.
Oh yeah, for real. So what's it been like being back home? How long have you been home now?
Yeah, I guess I've been home a week now. Got back last week Sunday, so a week before Christmas. It's been good. Just still kind of making all the rounds with family, and just trying to spend as much time with them and whatnot before going back to Louisiana. But it's been good so far. Just doing a bunch of things, hitting a bunch of spots. Actually, last night, to fit in time with everyone, last couple of years I've been making a brisket at my dad's, doing it on my grandpa's smoker, and just kind of a tradition I did starting up and whatnot. So all last night was smoking a brisket from 10:30 last night to about 11:30 this morning. So a good 13 hours there, but looks great, turned out great, tastes great. So was able to get that all in, being up, every once an hour, checking on it throughout the night. So I'm a little tired, but I'm here. We're present. We're alive. We're spending time with the family. I got the bell going. It's Christmas, baby. I'm ready. We're ready to go.
Yeah, that's some dedication. Getting up every hour to look at the brisket. Dang.
Yes.
Sounds great though.
Well,
I
yeah.
wish I was having some brisket right now.
What about you and Julia? What are you guys doing?
We haven't done a whole lot. Christmas, I think tomorrow we're going to hang out with the roommate's family. They live like
Okay.
40 minutes away. So we're going to go there for Christmas Eve. And I'm not sure what all's happening. And then Christmas Day, I think we're all just going to, the roommates, Julia and I, are all going to kind of hang out at home. Probably have some eggnog. I don't know. I don't even like eggnog, but whatever. We'll try and make it Christmassy. Have some good Christmas treats as we hear Hank in the background going crazy because he heard me say Christmas treats. Yeah. There's Hank for everybody out there.
That's right.
Yeah, not a ton of plans. It's gonna be pretty low key. We're all off, so that's good. But yeah, other than that, last night I wanted to talk to you about this. Last night we got to see the new movie, The Iron Claw, with Zac Efron. Have you seen the previews for that?
Yes, I have. Very excited about it. We touched about it a little bit, I think, in our last podcast about it with what's his face, but from the Bear, from
that's right,
from Shameless as well. Is it Jeremy something White? I can't remember.
Jeremy Allen White, I think.
That's it.
Yeah.
Was it good?
It was good. Yeah. So
yeah.
I don't know why I'm spacing on their names right now, but did you know anything about the family, this wrestling family? The Von Erichs, that's what it is.
Yeah, I don't know too much about it. I know a little bit, but nothing. Yeah, nothing too in depth.
I won't spoil anything, but I didn't know anything about this either. I never really cared about wrestling growing up, and this story takes place before we were born. Like that's when they were wrestling, so understandable that we wouldn't know much about it. But yeah, it was a really good movie. Very emotional. Zac Efron does a great job. I don't know how he got so jacked, but like if you picture him in Baywatch and then you just add another Zac Efron human being to his body, that's what he looks like. He's a freaking giant. It's crazy.
Yeah, he looks huge.
He's huge. Yeah. The Bear guy, Jeremy Allen White, he's big. He got huge for this movie too. And then when they show pictures of the real wrestlers, they're jacked. Like they look bigger than even the actors in this movie. So it's a true representation of what they looked like. But it was really good. So definitely recommend checking that one out.
Okay.
But I don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah. I like it.
But without further ado, we need to jump into some Christmas stuff. So
absolutely,
we got a lot of stuff planned. We're going to end it with our top 5 Christmas movies. That was a struggle for me, but we'll get there in due time. We're going to talk about a lot of other good Christmas stuff. Just kind of, honestly, it's probably just going to be whatever comes to our mind because we planned a little bit, but like we didn't go overboard. So let's kind of see where it takes us. But
absolutely.
So we finished talking about Wyatt's ugly Christmas outfits. So
I think we've got a special guest here. Is that who I think it is?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Carl. You're very fuzzy. I could barely tell who it was, but
what?
Take his headphones.
You were so fuzzy that he couldn't tell who it was.
Till I heard your voice.
Do you like my Santa hat?
Yeah, beautiful. Wonderful. Just incredible.
Okay, bye.
You look like a fuzzy elf.
You look like a fuzzy elf, Brennan said. She said, you're the best brother ever.
True
and
that.
Wyatt too, because I'm the even better brother.
Man, I'm jealous. Kind of wish we were there, but I looked at flights. Holy crap. They're very
Oh, I
expensive right
bet.
now. The holidays. Typical. But
Yeah. Oh, typical indeed. Especially if you're not getting it like before Thanksgiving or even like the week of Thanksgiving. Like if you wait till after that on Black Friday, it's like, don't even think about it.
yeah.
Might as well drive.
I have some credit card points saved up, and I was like, oh, let's check this out, see if I'd be able to get a free flight. No, not even close, man.
No.
The tickets are just astronomical right now, but that's all right. It's been kind of mild temperature-wise there, though, hasn't it? It's been kind of warm.
Very. Yes.
Weird.
It's actually, been raining past couple days. It's been almost up to the 50s.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be in the 50s Christmas Day on this fantastic Christmas special. How about that?
Yeah. So no white Christmas.
No white Christmas. No snow. It's all rain, gloom
Dang.
and gloom. But we make it shine for you guys on
do.
this happiest of Christmases.
We shine as bright as the beautiful sunshine in Florida today. It was 70 degrees. I went out and played some basketball. It was wonderful. That's my type of Christmas.
Wait, hold on. But so you played in outside, and you said it was a little too windy. Is that what you said?
Yeah, it was. I looked out the window, and I could barely see the trees moving. So I was like, oh, it's probably good. I get there to go play, and it's kind of there's trees, but there's not enough to block any of the wind. So I got there, and I couldn't really shoot. It was too windy. It sucked.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's the joys of outdoor basketball. So worked on my post game. I know I'm only 5'9", but you know.
Oh yeah, get in the paint, baby.
Yeah, you never know when you gotta go bang down in the post. You know.
Just bang it down, hammer it in there.
Yeah. Wyatt just had a great idea. So what we're going to do is throughout the night, our family, which is in the living room behind Wyatt, is going to come in and tell their favorite Christmas movie because we're going to do our top 5 at the end. So boom.
Yes.
Great idea.
Stick
Christmas
around.
Spirit. Yeah. All right. So first, we kind of want to just talk about Christmas in general, and then we're going to get into some of our favorite Christmas TV episodes. And then, like I said earlier, after that, we're going to do our top 5 Christmas movies. So just generally, what are your thoughts on Christmas? I feel like we're going to have very different opinions because that's who we are.
I think probably for me, like what I think about Christmas, probably, more of the sappy Hallmark type deal. I think of Christmas and I just think of it more as kind of just decompressing, enjoying the time with the family, being able to spend and share moments and time with them. Being away from home now for a couple years, I feel like Christmas hits differently a little bit now more than it did growing up. But it's always just been kind of the quality time, enjoying the time with the people that not able to spend each and every day with. So I'm probably more of that sappy Hallmark, Christmas type. What it means for me on Christmas Day is really just spending the time with the people I love. So.
Oh yeah.
Even you, Brennan, even you.
It's exactly what I expected to come out of your boring, dumb little mouth. Sappy BS. No, I'm just kidding. No, I agree. I haven't been able to be home for Christmas in a couple of years now. Last year, the family, on my mom's side, they came to visit us in Florida for a little bit, but we didn't do a whole Christmas thing.
Right.
So yeah, it's been a while, so I definitely do miss that because obviously, that's always super fun. Just kind of the traditions that you build over the years, great. And yeah, so I definitely missed that. But overall, I'm just not a huge fan of Christmas. And hot take. Hot take.
I was waiting for it.
I tried to get in the holiday spirit with my clothes, but other than that,
Yeah.
you know, I'm just not a Christmas person. Never really cared about gifts. I understand people that love to give gifts. You're a great type of person, but other than that, like a lot of times I get like I'm very grateful if anybody gives me gifts. For sure. Love it. But most of the time it's like useless stuff. Just like stuff that you don't need. So if we just got rid of the gifts part, because I really don't like that, then I think I would like Christmas a little more. Because I mean, it's very similar to Thanksgiving, where you normally get together with the family.
Yep.
There's sports on TV. Actually, the Bucks are playing on Christmas again this year. They've been doing that for the last few years now. But so that's all good stuff. And then there's good food too. Whether you do ham or whatever you guys do, it's always good stuff. And it's a lot like Thanksgiving. But then you throw in all the gifts and the hassle of trying to buy stuff, trying to figure out what you should get this person, what you should get that person.
Yeah.
I just don't want to deal with that stress. I don't like it.
So that's what I was just about to ask you when you were saying this. So it's not really on the gifts aspect of it. It's not necessarily about you receiving the gifts. It's about you giving the gifts, correct? And trying to find those special gifts for everyone is what you don't like about it.
Yes. Just because it's too much stress. You know, I will say it is a great feeling when you put some effort into it and you find the perfect gift for somebody and then you get to see them open it. That's great. Love it. But all the stress leading up to that point, it's just not worth it for me. Because this is what could happen. The iconic situation that happened, that unfolded in our family a long time ago. Gabe and Eliott, our lovely, lovely brother and sister. How old were they? How old were they when this happened? I have no idea.
So I think
I'll let you explain it because I feel like you'll just do a good job at it.
So I want to say we were in middle school, maybe freshman in high school. I want to say this was like our first Christmas together with both of our families together. And so we had like your dad's dad, so your grandpa, my grandparents on my mom's side. You know, we had like the whole family here for this kind of first Christmas with everyone. So I want to say Gabe and Gus were like, they were like 6 and 5 or 7 and 6 in their age. And I laugh every time because Brennan and I like just audition this basically each year and do the same thing. But what happened was at this particular Christmas, when we had absolutely everyone in our families over for this Christmas, every gift, and it just kind of went back and forth between Gabe and Gus. Every gift that they opened, they 100% hated. Absolutely. And it wasn't, they weren't trying to make a scene. They weren't trying to put on a show. They 100% authentically hated each gift that they got.
Genuinely hated it.
Just genuinely hated the gifts. And I couldn't tell you what they were, but everything that they opened, Brandon and I were just like, oh my gosh, are you serious?
It was the funniest thing.
Yes. And I remember Gabe, like, it was like the second or third gift she opened, and she's like staring down Corey, my mom, and she's like, are you serious? You got me this. And then Gus Gus would just be in disappointment. He'd just have his head down. I never wanted this. I never said I wanted this. It was insane. Couldn't believe it. Every gift. There wasn't one gift that was good to them. They hated everything.
They hated everything. And it was funny too, because at the beginning it's like a little awkward, but then towards the end, everybody was just laughing, like just dying at how funny this was. Like all of the grandparents just couldn't believe it. They were laughing so hard. And then every year since then, every time Wyatt and I open a gift, we scream about how much we hate it.
It doesn't matter if it's a book or it doesn't matter if it was a book or if it was our podcast equipment from a couple years ago. We'd just be like, "Oh my, this is freaking terrible. We hate this.
Can't believe this. You just take it back."
We never asked for this.
Yeah. So thank you, Gus and Gabe. You guys are awesome. We love you. But you gave us a moment that we'll remember forever, and we will continue to make fun of you guys forever. It's beautiful.
Yes, we will keep it tradish.
Yes.
We will keep that tradish.
Yeah. Oh, man. But yeah, see, that kind of tying things up here in a little bow. Mm-hmm. Imagine putting in all of this effort to get somebody a gift, and then they react like Gabe and Eliott and just hate it.
Okay, for starters, I don't think anyone that you give a gift to besides those two would complain about something like that. So I feel like your odds are in your favor. It doesn't matter if you give them a Jelly of the Month coupon, like in Christmas Vacation or whatever. So I feel like you'd be fine. So I feel like you're just stressing too much, dog.
I guess so. Oh well, we'll try again next year. I do have we have some good fun traditions. Like that one's a good one with our side of the family. I know on my mom's side, when we have Christmas over there, one year we played this game. It was called Poop the Potato, and basically it's a big relay race, and everybody has to grab a potato, put it between their butt cheeks or between their legs, run down the hallway and poop it into a bucket, and then run back. And it's a relay race, and you see who does it fastest. That was a blast. It was a lot of fun.
That must have been a riot.
Yes, we have some good videos of that. And that was the first year we did that was actually the first year that I don't know if it was the first year. Shantu, Nick's girlfriend, who they just had a kid. Shout out to them. Macy, we are uncles again, so that's awesome. But Shantu, her first time meeting the family pretty much was at a Christmas, and we had to do Poop the Potato. So she, no caution there. She just was thrown right in.
Yes.
That was beautiful. But good times. Any amazing gifts you remember getting? What's like your favorite gift?
I feel like I was a spoiled kid, and I feel like I got a lot of amazing gifts throughout the years. Man, I don't know. There was a lot of gifts. Yeah. I don't know if I can say one, because then my parents would be like, "You didn't talk about this gift? This was like the best gift that so it's like
they'll get mad.
One that sticks out. Yeah, that's right. The one that sticks out a little bit more is like the kind of the Game Boy and the DS eras, like the bigger electronics that stood out, where it's like you were begging for it all year, 5 years, all that stuff, and you finally got it. And so the electronics gifts were kind of the bigger ones growing up for me.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Is that the same for you?
Yeah, when you're younger.
Yeah,
definitely. I always look forward to whatever new electronic was coming out. The Game Boy was great. Then it got into PlayStation, Xbox, like GameCube when that came out. It was all of them. Those were all great. great gifts.
Yep.
Then as I got older, well, one, we should shout out Corey because she got us these microphones and started us up on this whole podcasting thing. So
Yep.
I guess if you hate listening to our podcast, blame Corey. But if you like it, thank her because
That's
she
right.
got us this stuff. So that was a
Yep.
good one. Even though I told her,
Very good one.
she got me a microphone and a book about podcasting, and I complained. Did the Gabe Eliott reaction. And I said, "Wow, for Christmas, all I got was a book and a job." So I know she loved that.
Yeah, no advertising on this, but it's a really good book. Podcast Sucks by Sebastian Rusk, and definitely helped us out with kind of our setup in our podcasting too, since kind of tying in, kind of end of the year stuff for us, but just kind of recapping that, like it was a big help for us, that book, and helping us with the Christmas gift too, of getting us started up on this, even though it was a couple years after getting the gifts. We still had the thoughts going on and still were spinning our wheels on it before we ended up getting this into fruition. But
yeah, took a couple years.
So wanted to touch on that.
Yeah. Other than that, as I got older, the other gift that really stands out, my mom, she knows this, but for the longest time, this was like basically when Giannis came onto the Bucks, when Giannis was drafted. So it's been since like 2013. He was my favorite player, and I really wanted his jersey. But the following year, the Bucks drafted Jabari Parker, and for Christmas, my mom got me a Jabari Parker jersey, and I was super happy. But I was like, I really wanted Giannis. Like, the Giannis is my dude, and she just didn't really know yet because, I mean, one, the Bucks were terrible. Like his first year, we won 15 games, and she knew I was obviously a fan, but wasn't super locked in on who my favorite players were. So a couple of years, like another year passes, and I still don't think she knows that I really wanted a Giannis jersey. And that year, she got me an autographed Giannis jersey, framed and everything, and it all just hit me. Everybody that was there makes fun of me for the rest of my life. They'll make fun of me for the rest of my life for sure. But I started to cry a little bit. I was like, oh my God, I couldn't believe it. It just all hit me. It was a great gift, and I didn't think she knew, and obviously it worked. It was beautiful. All right, Corey's dropping in.
Corey's dropping in. We're talking about Christmas gifts back in the day. What was a gift that what Christmas it was where I was the most excited about getting, and what gift was that? See, I was a spoiled kid, Brennan. I was spoiled.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything. Your PlayStation 1? It was probably the PlayStation 1 because it was like a little laptop. It was a flip top one.
Yep.
I'm going to say it was that one. That one she was pretty stoked on that one.
Yeah.
You were only maybe 5 years old.
There we go.
And we had it in the car.
We were kind of right.
And White Christmas is my favorite movie.
White Christmas is Corey's favorite movie.
Yes. You like my new Bucks shirt?
Oh, what's
nice.
It say?
It's a bowling shirt.
Milwaukee Bucks. What was the back? What did it say in basketball club? Okay. There we go.
I got to join a bowling team.
You got to join a bowling team.
I do. I don't bowl. That's your business, not mine. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Okay.
White Christmas. One down.
Yeah. I can't. I wanted to see you cry opening that gift.
Yeah, dude. It caught me off guard for sure. I was not expecting it. And you know me, like I don't cry ever. I don't like some people when they watch movies, they can tear up a little bit. Never, never, ever. But when I opened that gift, it hit me. I don't know. Couldn't control it.
That's
crazy.
Awesome.
So that's how you know.
Yeah.
Like that's how you know you got a really good gift. So she'll never live that one down. But
that's awesome.
Yeah. Definitely the best gift I've gotten. Yeah.
And it looks like we got the Gus Bus. Welcome, Gus Bus. Again.
How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Jim Carrey.
Beautiful. Good choice.
Tying into to Julia's, I'm sure, personal favorite, as she knows all of the lines.
Yes. She's going to give us a nice demonstration.
I love this shirt, Gus. I love this shirt.
Also, by the way, it's the best movie because it gave you nightmares as a kid.
It did. It did. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that.
All right. Send the next person in, Gus.
Send the next person in, Gus. Merry Christmas, buddy. Oh, I love that kid.
Such a goofball.
I think Sister Gabe is next.
Sister Gabe, as if she's like a nun or something.
Yeah. Well, long story, but Gabe doesn't like her name, so I call her Sister instead. But
Sister.
Gabe, what's your favorite Christmas movie?
Probably Elf.
Elf?
Yeah.
I like it.
Ooh, beautiful choice.
Oh, which one? Which one are you picking? Four
Elf.
Christmases or Elf?
Elf.
Elf.
Because it's like a must watch every single year, and we all know the lines. So.
Yeah. Welcome on the podcast,
100% agree.
by the way.
Yeah, it's nice to be on the podcast.
First timer right here.
Officially, not over the phone.
Not over the phone, correct.
Everybody kind of snuck in over the phone.
Yes. Everyone has snuck in over the phone. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Next contestant.
Fantastic.
All right.
I like it. Elf it is.
Yep.
Merry Christmas, Gabe.
Merry Christmas.
Sister Gabe.
Right.
Toodles. Bren said Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah.
Special said no. Christmas Story. Special said Christmas Story.
Dano going with the Christmas Story. Okay.
Yeah. That want to be on.
He's got a thing. He doesn't want to be on the internet. He's off the grid.
He's off the grid. That's right.
Got me thinking about funny Christmas episodes in TV.
Yes.
And the first thing that always comes to mind is The Office. Mm-hmm. They had, let's see, there's 9 seasons. I looked it up, and I think there's 7 Christmas episodes. There wasn't one in the first season, and then
there's a lot.
Yeah, pretty much every season besides the first, and then something else. I can't remember one of the other ones, but just iconic Christmas episodes. Do you have a list of any of the ones that happened? Otherwise, I did put a little list together of my favorite ones.
So, to be honest with you, when I was kind of going back on the Christmas episodes, I was really struggling to like find the ones that really like stuck out the most to me. Like I know The Office has a bunch, but they kind of get jumbled in like when I think about it too much. Like the Dwight Schrute episode, Christmas one where he's does his what the heck is it? Whatever it's called, you know what I'm talking about. But
the episode's called Dwight's Christmas, and he does his whatever he does.
The what is it? The something schnickel, whatever.
Yeah. Something schnickel.
Yeah, something schnickel. So yeah, those episodes get jumbled up. I was trying to think of like other shows and whatnot. The biggest one to me that stuck out because it's on the top of my head is the Ted Lasso Christmas episode. I think it's a freaking awesome one. I think it's timeless. You don't have to be in the show to watch it. You can just turn it on, and it's funny. They got a claymation one that's 5 minutes long of Ted Lasso in the missing Christmas mustache. It's fantastic. Recommend it. But those are the two that really stuck to mind for me.
I figured you were going to talk about Ted Lasso because I was looking stuff up, and
yes,
I was looking up lists of top episodes of Christmas, and Ted Lasso was in there, but I was like, Wyatt's probably going to bring that up, so I left it off. But I looked it up. It's
a good
Bell
one.
Schnickel.
Bell Schnickel. See, I knew it was a Schnickel. I knew it. It was something Schnickel.
Bell Schnickel. Yeah, that's season 9, so that's the last season.
Yes.
That was a good one. But yeah, my favorite one, I think my favorite one's probably the one we talked about last episode with the Yankee swap. Like that one was just iconic.
Yes.
That's season 2. That's the first Christmas episode that they do in the show. But
Yankee swap.
Yeah.
Love it.
Michael comes in with a iPod. This is when Jim makes the teapot, and he has the note in there for Pam, and Pam keeps trading it away. She doesn't want the freaking teapot, and Jim's like losing his mind. And then just the iconic Michael Scott ending up with the oven mitt and someone else getting the iPod, and he just loses his mind. Just beautiful TV.
Oh, so good. So good.
And then the next one, Benihana Christmas. That's season 3. And the only thing I really remember about that one, I didn't even remember that was a Christmas episode, but thinking back now, I do. But the funniest part about that one is they bring back the girls to the office, and then Michael had gotten a bike, and he just lets the girls take his bike. Just they're twins or something, or they look very similar. So he's like, what does he do? Doesn't he like mark one with a pen or something to try and so he knows he can tell how to tell them apart?
He does. Was it a pen or a Sharpie? It was something like that. Yeah.
Something like that. He sneaks in and he marks her so he doesn't forget who his girl is.
Yeah.
Beautiful stuff.
Man.
Next one, season 6. It's called Secret Santa. I didn't remember a ton about this one, but the main thing I remember is Phyllis is Santa, and that's Michael's thing. Like Michael loves to be Santa. That's just what he does. But Jim and Dwight were heading the party planning committee, and they were just doing a terrible job or whatever. But they let Phyllis be Santa, and Michael loses his mind, couldn't take it, and he's trying to get everybody to come sit on his lap. And then towards the end of or I can't remember when it is, but he's all pissed off, and they're in the conference room having a little party, and they have a punch bowl. He takes the Santa hat and shoves it in the punch bowl.
Yes, I remember that. And then he comes back as Jesus.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
He comes back in the party as Jesus. Yeah.
Iconic stuff.
Yeah.
The last one I had for The Office, season 7. It's called Classy Christmas, but this one is the Dwight Jim snowball fight. And this is when Dwight is just terrorizing Jim, and he has 100 snowmen built in the parking lot when Jim comes out, and Jim's losing his mind, and Dwight keeps ambushing him. Beautiful stuff.
Very good. It's very good. Yeah. I did forget about that. I forgot. I knew that was like around the winter time. I didn't know that was the Christmas episode for that season.
Apparently that one, it was like a 2-episode thing. The Christmas thing for that season was 2 episodes. But
gotcha.
Yeah, it's just iconic stuff. I don't really remember a lot of other Christmas stuff in other shows. Like I know Friends has a bunch of episodes like that. We talked about New Girl. I know they have something. Schmidt in that one, he dresses as Sexy Schmidt.
Yeah. I feel like How I Met Your Mother has one or two.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
But I can't think of them.
All of the shows have Christmas episodes. They have just holiday episodes, but the only ones that really stick out to me were the Office ones. So
yeah, the Letterkenny. I know you haven't seen it, but the Letterkenny Christmas episode, that one's really funny too. They've been doing kind of a bunch of different special holiday episodes, and Christmas was one of them. And they basically like gathered everyone in the main character's house of that show, and he gives everyone gifts, and it's pretty funny throughout. And they're doing their drinks and their shots and whatnot, and so it gets pretty rowdy throughout. But it's a good episode for sure. So those that are Letterkenny fans or need to get on the bandwagon, that's a good one too.
Yeah. One show that we watched, The Bear, they have a Christmas episode.
They do. They do.
Pretty
that's
iconic
a good one too. Yes, that is really good.
It's season 2, episode 6. It's called Fishes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this is the episode where it's a flashback in time, and the whole family's gathered together, and you get to see his whole family. You get to see his mom, who is a little loony, but she is just going
Jamie
crazy.
Lee Curtis.
Yes, going crazy in the kitchen. You get to see where like just all the traits that this family has. You get to see where it comes from, and then you got the iconic dinner scene where John Bernthal, his character, is chucking forks at a guy.
Yes. Oh my goodness, that episode was nuts. I mean, talk about like how just crazy the family dynamic is in that show, and then to see the in-depths of how that family came to what it is in the restaurant scene. It's just insane. That episode was wild, and I think it's the longest one out of the whole show to date. I think it's like over an hour long, but it's just like on your feet, like just you're just locked in through it. And it's like, again, we've talked about The Bear before, and it's like a love-hate show. You love it because you've kind of seen it before or know a little bit about chaos and enjoy that, or you hate it because you can't stand all of the chaos and it's too overwhelming for you. It's a love-hate thing, and that episode is 110% that exactly. It's going to be one of those ones where you're like, oh my gosh, I don't think I can watch any more of it. Or you're like, okay, let's rewind that. Let's play it over and over again.
Yes, totally agree. It was a very, very entertaining episode. Very interesting. A lot of very anxiety inducing.
Yes,
that's for sure.
Yes.
But as long as you can handle that kind of stuff, yeah. Like we said, you got to watch that show. That's pretty much it for episodes that I could think of. The rest of them, I probably have seen different shows, but I just couldn't remember anything. Those are the ones that stuck in my head. So
yeah,
that was good stuff. But
I like it.
All right. Ready to do top 5 then?
Top 5 it is.
All right. All right, so now is the time. We're going to rank our top 5 Christmas movies. I'm not a huge Christmas fan, and my list kind of shows that. But so be it. It's still a good list. But I'll let you go first. You start us off. Start us off with your number 5.
Yeah, well, before we go into number 5.
Ooh, he's got honorable mentions.
Yeah, plural is exactly right. I've got honorable mentions. And I will... Well, I don't know. They're loosely in order, okay?
All right.
From least to... From like 9 to 6, if we were doing a 10 list, okay? So I got Charlie Brown Christmas. You have that?
All right.
I'm sure you don't.
Nope.
Okay. White Christmas, old movie.
Nope.
Great movie.
Okay.
Four Christmases, which is what
I've
Gabe
seen
had
that
said.
one. I've seen that one.
Mhm.
I did like it. I can't remember much of it.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Yep. Vince Vaughn, Reese Witherspoon. It's a good
Yep.
one.
Remember that?
Yep. And then the Santa Claus.
Yep.
Tim Allen.
I've seen that one.
Mm-hmm. It was very difficult to not put that in my top 5, but I have it kind of sliding in at 6. I just couldn't change up the 5 that I have.
Okay. Well, I'll just go first then. My number 5 was the Santa Claus.
Okay. There we go.
Yes.
Talk to me, baby. Talk to me.
Good movie. I loved Tim Allen. I think when he's becoming Santa Claus, it is the funniest thing ever. He just he shaves off his beard and it grows back immediately. And then the scene where he goes to the doctor trying to figure out why he's gaining so much weight, and he goes in there and he shakes his belly. The funniest thing ever. And then every time they make hot chocolate in that movie, hot cocoa, makes me want hot cocoa.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing about it is believing. That's all about the holiday cheer is just believing, and that's exactly what that movie is. It's about believing.
Yeah,
the Santa Claus. It's a great one.
All right, so you're number 5.
My number 5 is Jack Frost.
Ooh, I have seen that one too. It's not on my list, but I remember watching that a bunch when I was a kid.
With Michael Keaton?
Yeah.
Yep. Great movie. Loved everything about the movie. And I just... It's a tearjerker. It's a tearjerker for me. So I love it. It's a great one.
Yeah. I wish I could remember more of these, but like I said earlier, just not a huge Christmas person. So every time I see a Christmas movie, I usually skip it because I'm just not in the mood. So, but I do remember watching that movie a lot when I was a kid. All right. So next one for me, number 4, I had Home Alone 2.
Okay. Did not have those in my top 5.
Okay. I wasn't. So I was just going to put in Home Alone in general and just combine all the movies. But I struggled very hard trying to come up with 5 movies. So I was like, all right, we're breaking them up. Going with Home Alone 2.
Halloween 2. Okay. I like
Good stuff, though. Love those movies. Home Alone, the original, is going to be coming up here soon, higher on my list. But love all the pranks he plays. He was a genius. Love it. Beautiful comedy. I don't know how the family keeps leaving him in these places when they go on these trips, but whatever. We'll overlook it.
Agreed. Definitely, storyline, definitely a long shot for me as far as how believable it is that would actually happen. I mean, not to say that some of the other Christmas movies are 100% believable themselves too. So, not to say that, but I don't know. I like the movies. I just never really grew up with all of the Home Alone, so I didn't really watch them as much as I do with all of these other movies on my top 5. Like, I feel like the top 5 lists, I'm like hard set watching them probably 3 or 4 times during the month of December.
Oh, you are a crazy human being.
And yeah, I know. Like, in all of the top 5 movies, I know a fair amount of the lines in the movie. So that's what I went off of, how much I knew about it. So, and that's this list. So, Home Alone, not on that.
Yeah.
But number 4 for me is Elf.
Elf. Okay, I have that higher on my list.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But let's just talk about it now. Because I love Elf. So you can you give your explanation, then when it comes up on mine, I'll talk about it too.
Yeah. I mean, anything Will Ferrell is pretty darn funny. So to have him in Elf and just having him be not necessarily like clueless that he didn't know he was a human, and he always thought he was an elf, but that was great. Him going into the real world and like his positivity just brightens my day. I love it. So great movie, all in all. Great plot, great storyline. Has a really good Santa in it. So Elf is number 4 for me.
Yeah, great movie. A lot of really good actors, actresses too ended up being pretty popular.
Zoe
came out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, good movie.
Peter Dinklage too is in it. Yeah,
Peter Dinklage. Yep. I'm spacing on the dad in the movie, but he's been
Walter Hobbs.
Yeah, he's been in so many different things.
He has. Yep.
Good stuff. Yep. All right, so now number 3. Number 3 for me, as I mentioned earlier, is Home Alone, the original. Shocker.
Shocker.
But yeah, this is the original one.
Yep.
First time that the horrible parents leave their kid behind, and he has to fight off robbers and try to protect himself. But yeah, I don't know. As far as Christmas movies go, my top 2 I've seen the most, but behind that, I've seen the Home Alone movies more than anything else. So they just kind of had to be on my list because all the other ones, a lot of the ones that you mentioned, I had seen before, but it was never like a rewatch for me. Home Alone, I felt like whenever it was on TV, I would just watch it. So yeah.
Yep. Number 3 for me is the Grinch, the Jim Carrey one.
Okay, Grinch. So, I also have that on my list. It is.
Yeah.
And it's the same version because there's been a few different versions now. But
there has.
Yes.
There has.
Jim Carrey version is a special one.
Very special one. I think I don't want to say, but it might be the movie I know pretty much all of the lines word for word on, like just most recognizable voice, the one-liners and the different scenes in that movie that you just remember. It was a pretty good movie. I will say, since Gus brought it up, this movie came out when I think we were 5. And so one of the family trips way back then, he wasn't even born yet, so I don't even know why he's bringing it up. But anyways, we went to the Kalahari, and it was during Christmas time, and we wanted to watch a movie in the theater, and the movie we picked was The Grinch. Well, you know how crazy scary he looks, and like the first scene when they're like freaked out about him, and he has that like weird smile, and it's just his head shot right on the screen. It freaked me out. We had to leave the theater.
That's so funny. Julia is the same way. Yeah, Julia is the same way. When she was younger, the Grinch scared her, freaked her out.
Yeah.
For me, it was never really the Grinch. It was the Who's, and we've talked about this. I hated the way the Who's looked. Their stupid pointy noses and their weird hair and oh god, all the stuff. But that's so funny. I don't know why. The Grinch never really scared me, but the Who's did. I know it's kind of weird, but yeah, Julia's the same way as you. The Grinch freaked her out.
Yeah. Talk about a comeback movie where it scared the crap out of me. Couldn't even watch it or finish it in the theaters, and now it's number 3 on my top 5 Christmas movie list. How about that?
Shows just how good this movie is.
Yeah, it's great. It's really good. It's really good.
So my number 2 was Elf. So everything you said, totally agree. I love everything about that movie when he gets to New York and he's eating the gum off the railings and he's jumping across the crosswalk. Oh man. And every time and he goes in the store and he sees the Santa, just that awesome scene. You're not Santa.
Oh, iconic.
Yes, it is. Will Ferrell, that was in his prime. He was making bangers left and right. Elf. I mean, I still see it everywhere every time Christmas comes around. So,
oh yeah,
that's probably got to be like one of the highest, if not the highest, like approval rating of all Christmas movies.
Oh yeah. Everyone's watching that. Oh yeah.
All right, so what's your number 2?
Okay, number 2 for me. Okay, so growing up for me was I watched a fair amount of claymation movies, right? So you got you got Frosty, you got Rudolph, you got all those, right? Well, for me, my absolute favorite one that I still watch, I try to watch it Christmas Day, early morning, is Santa Claus is Coming to Town. And it's the origin of who Santa Claus is and how he became to be. And I just absolutely love it. It's my favorite. It almost made it to number 1, but I couldn't do it because it's a claymation. But it is worthy of the list. I know people are really scared about claymations, don't like them, hate them, but I 100% love Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
Nerd.
It's an hour long. It's easy in and out. You know all the lines. You know all the music in it. It's perfect. It's beautiful.
Yeah. No comment. Haven't seen it, but yeah.
Oh,
my one comment.
You gotta watch it.
Nerd.
You gotta watch it.
All right. So my number 1, kind of anticlimactic because I've already said it's higher on my list, but my number 1 anyway is How the Grinch
Did you
Stole
say your second?
Christmas.
You said your second?
Yeah.
You said your second?
Yeah.
Okay,
Elf.
got it. Okay, got it. Yep. You're good. Okay. Sorry.
All right. Number 1, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the Jim Carrey version. Just, I mean, I watched it all the time growing up. All the time. Yep. My sister and I don't know why we did this. It was some weird thing that my mom did. But we'd just go downstairs and my sister and I would watch this movie. My mom would like cut up an apple and she would like dice it up and she'd put cinnamon and sugar on the apple. And I don't know why, but it became a tradition. And Carly, I hope you remember this. I'm sure you do. But every time we'd watch this movie, we'd eat the apples with the cinnamon and sugar. It was just great. So beautiful. This is also where we got the nickname Lulu for Carly, my sister. Cindy Lou Who. Yeah, Cindy Lou. Carly always she would always sing those songs. Where are you, Christmas? Yeah. She'd sing it all the time. So I'm pretty sure that's how we came up with the nickname Lulu.
How about that?
Yeah.
Wow. It's always special when you got something tied into watching the movie, like the cinnamon apples.
Yes.
The apples with cinnamon on it.
Yeah.
You gotta have those.
If you haven't tried it, I dare you to try it. You'll love it. You won't regret it. Throw on the Grinch on TV, cut up some apples, pour some cinnamon, pour some sugar, and just go at it. It's beautiful.
I love it. That's awesome.
It can be everybody's tradition.
That's how I feel about Santa Claus is coming to town. I have that, like I get up early, watch that on the tube. It was perfect. That was just the thing. Absolutely.
Yeah. And while we're talking about the Grinch, everybody stay tuned because Julia loves that movie as well. I don't know if it's her favorite one or not. We'll ask her, but she does some great Jim Carrey Grinch impressions. So we're gonna have her list some of her favorite lines. She loves that. All right.
Love it.
So number 1 for you.
Number 1 for Wyatt. I got to do it. Midwest kid, watched it growing up, even how good or bad it is, but it's Christmas Vacation.
Okay.
Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
You'll think I'm crazy, but I do not think I've ever seen it.
Are you serious?
I mean, I know that it's a super popular one. I know the title, but I don't think I've ever seen it.
I think it probably has the most iconic Christmas movie lines.
Okay.
And I think if you watched it one time, I think it would crack your top 5 list. I don't think it would be your number 1.
No.
But I think it would nail your list. So if you got Hulu, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you need to watch it. It's on Hulu.
Okay? I'll try.
No, there's no try. It's just you do it. Okay, you do it.
Christmas sucks.
It is the funniest movie. I mean, oh my goodness. Just from start to finish, how funny it is. It's a great movie. You need to watch it. It's the best Christmas movie. It doesn't matter whose list it is. Your list is terrible. We already knew it coming in. Wyatt's list is a lot better. You need to trust in that. Have faith. Believe in my list. And watch Christmas Vacation. Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. It's the best one.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, so let's recap our top 5 lists. So for me, I had number 5, The Santa Claus, with Tim Allen. Number 4, Home Alone 2. Number 3, Home Alone. Number 2, Elf. And number 1, How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Okay. I won't go through all my honorable mentions again.
Yeah.
But remember, I did add a lot more Christmas movies, okay? So don't yell at me on my top 5 list, people, okay? But top 5 for Wyatt. Number 5, Jack Frost. Number 4, Elf. Number 3, The Grinch with Jim Carrey. Number 2, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, Claymation. And number 1, Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Boom. That's a wrap.
Mic drop.
All right. Now I'm going to go get Julia, and it's time for her to give her impressions.
Here we go.
Hello.
Hey, Juji.
I'm not festive like you guys.
It's all right.
That's okay. This is the impromptu for me.
I
stole
love it,
from
though.
basically everyone in the house.
Incredible.
Thank you. For the record, I do want to say, before you go into this, I was at work last week. We were getting stuff ready for having Santa at one of our basketball games.
Okay.
And we had a little tree, and the concourse is upstairs, right? So, one of the student interns or workers was setting up the tree, and needed help bringing it upstairs. So I said I'd bring it up.
Okay.
And what I did was hoisted it on my shoulder and ran down the hall and just did the Grinch laugh the whole way through. Made everyone die laughing. But I had to do it. I was like, I'll take that from you. I love it.
That's so much.
All right.
That's amazing. Well done.
First, we need to ask you
Okay.
what your favorite Christmas movie is.
Favorite, or
Yes.
can I give my top 5?
You have a
No.
top 5 ready?
Yeah, I thought of it.
Jeez. If you
Just in case you guys asked me, I came prepared.
just do it. Yeah,
That's
you can do it
awesome.
fast. Do it fast.
Okay, I wrote them down. And it can be subject to change, but my
Okay.
top favorite movie, well, actually, I'll start at 5. Number 5
Yep.
is Elf.
Okay.
Number 4 is The Holiday. What's
Oh.
the actress's name?
The Holiday with the older one.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It has Jack Black in it.
Jack Black, yeah.
And the girl from Titanic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yep.
you know what I'm talking about. Okay.
Yep.
So The Holiday at number 4.
Cameron
Num-
Diaz. Cameron Diaz.
Yes,
is in
Cameron Diaz. Thank you.
She's not in Titanic.
No,
it.
but
No,
Oh.
but
she's the main.
she's the other gal. She's the other gal.
Gotcha.
Anyway, and then at number 3, Eloise at Christmas Time. This is a childhood favorite of mine. Like Eloise at the
Yep.
Plaza, Eloise at Christmas Time.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. The cartoon version is just below the Jim Carrey version. Jim Carrey version is up higher.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
And then number 1, The Santa Claus.
She loves the Santa Claus.
The Santa Claus is my favorite.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
It is really good.
Yeah.
I didn't put it in my top 5. I had it number 6.
It's fine.
I really wanted it to be, but I couldn't do it.
It's fine.
What's your favorite part of the Santa Claus? When he jiggles his belly?
Yeah, it's the. I was just gonna. It's when he's at the doctor's office and he's like, a Clydesdale. He takes his stomach, like he's saying he looks like a Clydesdale, and he takes his belly and jiggles it. It's so good. And his heartbeat is the Christmas music.
Yes. I think the 2 things I love in that movie is when he, like earlier in the movie when he's like messing with Neil, all the times he messes with Neil on things and is sarcastic. The second thing I love is when he starts getting big and he goes to that like lunch meeting thing.
Yeah, he orders everything on the
It's
menu.
a bee sting. Yeah.
A bee
Like,
sting, Scott?
Scott? Really?
A big bee.
Yeah.
And he
That's like a
orders everything on the menu
Whole
and then
glass
he goes,
of milk. Yeah.
and extra fudge on the side. So good. Everything about it is
very
so good. Yeah. It's very
Yes.
quotable. And I've always wanted to try Judy's hot milk. Or not hot milk, hot cocoa.
I talked about that
Yes.
too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone, like, come on. She says it's the best.
good.
She's been working on it for how
Yep.
many thousands of years?
Mm-hmm. Very much so.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. I think it's time for your Grinch impressions. Your favorite lines from
Okay. All right. I'm so ready for this. I was born for this.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, and this is no like favorites order or anything like this. It's just as it comes to my head.
Right.
So, best one though, for sure, is oh, ah, oh. That's it. I'm not going.
You still do that every
When he's
day
trying
too
on the
when you're
clothes.
putting on clothes.
Yeah, when I'm putting on clothes, trying different things. Oh, ah. That's it. I'm not going.
That's it. That's it. I'm not going.
And then another one is hate, 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 double hate, loathe entirely. And then another one is I want a pony so I can ride it twice and then sell it to make glue. And another one is da 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 the Grinch.
See, that also scared me growing up. I couldn't do that part too.
That is true. That's understandable.
Yeah.
Or like when every time poor Max, like, Max,
Fetch me my cloak.
Yeah. And when he's like, 5:30, jazzercise. 6:30, or something with wallow in self-loathing. And then 6:30, dinner with myself. Can't cancel that again. Oh, and the last one, okay, this one's the best, when he's like, hello, how are you? How are you? I asked you first. He goes, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. I'm going to whisper so that by the time my voice reverberates off the walls, you won't, and gets back to me, you won't be able to hear it. You're an idiot.
No, you forgot the best one.
What? Oh no, this is the best one. Okay.
Okay.
Jury duty, blackmail, pink slip, eviction notice, jury duty.
That is
the best one.
That is a great one. Yeah, that's a really good one.
Safe to say, I watch that movie so often, and it's definitely the top 2. It's real close with Santa Claus, but fun fact, my junior year, I think it was, of college, for some odd reason, don't ask why, I would fall asleep to that movie every night. Every night.
Really?
I don't know why.
Okay.
The music was comforting, and it was funny.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just loved it.
Interesting.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Easily memorized it. So
you memorized everything in your or whatever, self-conscious, unconscious, whatever.
Subconscious, subconscious.
Subconscious, that's what
there you go.
That's the one.
Plus, Jim Carrey is so quotable, so iconic. There you have it, folks. You're welcome. So. I'll be here all day.
Thank you, Juji.
You're so welcome.
Beautiful stuff, Juge. Beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. Are you two still living?
Oh, Martha.
Bye now.
Oh, Christmas.
He said, oh, Martha. Oh, Christmas.
Now pucker up and kiss it, Whoville. Betty. Why?
Good
Okay,
job.
thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, he says.
Merry Christmas.
Good stuff. The Juge.
Great stuff.
The Juge. She's incredible. I mean, yes, seriously, she quotes that movie all the time. she definitely knows. I'm surprised that wasn't her number one. I knew Santa Claus. I knew she loved the Santa Claus though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's really good. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's gonna do it. Thank you everybody for listening. I hope you enjoyed our makeshift Christmas special episode. Make sure to follow us. Make sure to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Follow us on YouTube. And we will see you in the next one. Merry Christmas, everybody. Have a happy new year. Everybody stay safe out there.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, Mountain Faces. See ya.
See ya.
Take it easy, Mountain Face.